Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today our topic is food chain. What is meant by food chain? The food chain it is the transfer. Food chain is the transfer of materials. The transfer of materials and the transfer of materials and energy from the ultimate ultimate source of food, that is plants, through a series of organisms, through a series of organisms is called food chain. Food chain, or simply who eats whom. It is food chain. That means producers or the organisms which prepare their food, that is plants, they prepare their food. These plants are eaten by herbivores, and in turn herbivores are eaten by different types of consumers. First level consumers, second level consumers, and third level consumers. This sort of chain is known as food chain. This sort of chain in which there is transfer of energy or transfer of food materials from one organism to the another organism. This sort of transfer is known as food chain. The food chain is nutritive interaction. It is simply nutritive nutritive interaction. It is simply nutritive interaction among various organisms. Among various nutritive interaction among various organisms. This sort of transfer it is also known as food chain. In this case, organisms serve as prey as well as serve prey as well as predator. In this case, organisms serve as prey as well as predators. This sort of link or transfer of food material, it is known as food chain. For example, it first starts from the producers. Producers. Producers are eaten by herbivores, and herbivores are eaten by carnivores. 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 Producers, they are autotrophs, they are plants. Plants are eaten by herbivores such as sheep or deer, which eats grass or vegetables. They are eaten by different levels of carnivores. That is, it can be eaten by any focus, or focus can be eaten by a lion. This sort of transfer of food materials from one organism to another organism, this is known as food chain. It is known as food chain. And the various levels here, the various stages or steps involved in the transfer of this food from one organism to the another organism. These steps or these stages, they are known as trophic levels. They are known as trophic levels. These levels are known as trophic levels. It is producers, it is first trophic level. Herbivores, it is second trophic level. So second trophic level. Similarly, there are first level carnivores. They are known as third trophic level. Similarly, top carnivores, that is fourth trophic level. Trophic level. But these trophic levels are the stages in food chain. They are simply trophic levels. These trophic level. There are various types of food chains. Some are terrestrial food chains. Terrestrial. And some are aquatic. Terrestrial food chains. For example, terrestrial food chains, in case of terrestrial food chains, would also take plants. Plants are eaten by insects. plants, plants are eaten by insects, and insects are themselves eaten by frogs. Frogs are eaten by snakes. Frogs are taken by snakes, and snakes are taken by or eaten by eagles. Here is also various trophic levels involved. This sort of trophic levels or stages, they are trophic levels involved in a food chain. It is terrestrial food chain. Food chain can be aquatic. The food chain can be aquatic. For example, in water, there are producers, algae, etc. Producers. These are eaten by small fishes. Small fishes. And small fishes are taken by large area fishes or its whales. It is aquatic food chain. There are also various trophic levels involved. It is all about food chain. Today it is sufficient. Inshallah we will meet next tomorrow. Thanks.